show. Time to play, let's go, let's go. Laughing loud, we're having fun. Chats on fire, we're never done. Games and jokes the whole night through. Friday Fallout just for you. Oh, 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 we're falling out. Playing games, no room for doubt. Oh, 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 we shout and cheer. Friday's here, our time of year. Streaming live, we spread the word. Good vibes flowing, haven't you heard? Talk with chat, they guide our way. Join the ride, let's start to play. Make mistakes, we laugh it off. Living large, we never stop. Learning new things as we roll. Friday Fallout, hearts and soul. Oh, 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 we're falling out. Playing games, no room for doubt. Oh, 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 we shout and cheer. Friday's here, our time of year. Our time of year. Oh, our time of year. Our time of year. Make mistakes, we laugh it off. Living large, we never stop. Learning new things as we roll. Friday Fallout, hearts and soul. Oh, we're falling out. Playing games, no room for doubt. All day long, we shout and cheer. Friday's here, our time of year. Make mistakes, we laugh it off. Living large, we never stop. Learning new things as we roll. Friday Fallout, hearts and soul. Our time of year. Our time of year. Friday night, the crew's all here. Lights up bright.
I don't know that we believe you.
Don't worry, guys. That's not stuff stuck in sewer rugs. You know how like when you touch like your iPhone or whatever, if you guys have Androids or whatever, it's got that little like sweat blur. That's not happening to sewer rugs camera. That's just the vape getting stuck in his hair. Welcome to the Friday Fallout, everybody.
I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time knowing which person to look at right now because I'm seeing the same person.
That was my dad.
I made this like 2 years ago. That's how old this is. It still says Amigos and Co. on it.
Oh God.
That should tell you. That's yeah. Anyway, I knew I had it somewhere. But
Jesus Christ.
you can explain. I mean, Sewer Rug's the one that brought it up to begin with. So
He just recently took the gel out of his hair. You can tell. Look at that.
It looks like he went in to get like the bowl cut, but instead of bringing a bowl, he brought one of those hot dog trays from the gas station and was like,
Right? Yeah.
this instead. And so they just cut around the hot dog tray.
Vano, are you
Zero
happy with it?
saying that when he looks like, when you get those spaghetti strainer scoops and they have the 4 holes in the front of it, they put that on his head and cut his hair.
just,
Hollander.
just send it out.
Yeah, Eddie Strainer.
Ern
Oh,
says,
man.
touch me through the fence. Well, welcome to the show, everybody.
Don't touch me through the fence. I'm excited to see your first sumo competition, Vandal.
Something
You
about
Yeah.
Mary Jane, maybe.
Yeah.
No, are you happy with it? I mean, was that what you wanted when you went in?
I mean, like, it doesn't translate well on screen, as you guys can tell, but,
I think it's your background that's making it look, well.
Well,
Like,
I
I look-
it
I
looks
look
a
like
lot
I'd
better.
hand you a card on the Las Vegas Strip to a club you're not old enough to get into, but put my phone number on the back.
Was that your new
It
job?
does look better
No, I
than with the
wish.
background.
Oh,
I saw
That's
that
it.
job ad on Indeed. You could make up to $200,000 a month.
If my magic career took off, that's the hair I'd have this day. So kudos to you.
Yeah.
Kudos to you.
okay.
No,
Yeah.
that is it.
Those of you anybody that missed last week, all right, I'm gonna say, if you watch anything that we've done previous to this, go to last week's episode, go to about an hour and 3 minutes, and just watch about 5 minutes of show.
What's
Okay.
going on?
Last week's episode was one of the best episodes for laughter I have seen. And so Vano hasn't been laughed off camera to the point where he couldn't speak. And
I
can't even
remember
tell ya.
now.
I think the last time might have been when I dressed as a female pig. That was probably the last time that happened. So we're going to talk a little bit more about it later on in the show, but I just kudos. I've watched it like 5 times. It's fucking fantastic.
Love it.
Ern
Love
says,
it.
sorry I missed last week. My face fucking hurts. Actually, let's do chat real quick since they're active, and then we'll get into whatever the fuck boring shit we did all week. How about
Rock and
that?
roll.
All right. When Tucky's here says shoulder replacement is done. So now he's got a robotic shoulder. He only listens to techno, and he's ready for a great show. Cheers, Tucky. Glad you're here. It's the best because like now he can't like change the channel on it. I don't think. How does that work? Oh wait, he has another hand. Anyways, J Bunny Land Shark is here. He says yo. Ben is here. He says hey yo. Mike D says my ladies in the house or something. Single ladies, where Beyonce said. Ern says I didn't bring chips or salsa. Well, you fucked up.
Fuck.
When Tucky Shine is also high as fuck on whatever this is.
Is he watching this from the hospital or is he home?
Yeah. Could you imagine in the hospital, some lady just gave birth to her kid? It's like, yeah, so I anally aborted out of my ass when I was 7. This girl I met, and we got a pregnancy test. And when Tucky's over there trying not to laugh, his shoulder hurts, and this chick's like, this is my baby. I can't believe you're making it. Listen to it. And then it grows up to be like Jake Paul. No. I'm not sure. I think
Did
he's
you
in the
earn already
hospital.
because I want to know why his face still hurts.
Yeah. Okay. Brian says, I got nuts and beer. Well, I got you half for it. Ben says, video evidence of Vandal stuffing wiener in his mouth. You're goddamn right, Ben. $20 is $20. Let's see. Mike D says something about Mary. Ern says, just then me out. So obviously it's a shout out to Sewer Rug. When Tucky says, Snorkel, that's an old Dan and Little Ann best book ever. They had a whole talk about this before the show. And then Steve O says here, he says, hello. And then Ern says, missed last week. Sorry, my face still fucking hurts. So he's out face fucking or something. Oh, didn't he have like dental work? He got like a grill.
Having
You know
tooth
everything
issues.
about him
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, but now it's like, who is this guy?
He's a lot to keep up with. I got to be honest,
Ern says, oh, I've been having teeth issues for the last month plus. Is that like Disney Plus? Do you get like extra cavities or something?
Yeah, I'll
That should
pay
be
less
better.
for the commercials if that's what you're talking about. Because
Then he
I
just kick
don't.
you in the face. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Now I don't have to watch the Marvels commercial. Like, but yeah. So he said it still hurts, just not as bad as it was. Well, I'm glad you're good, and I'm sure everyone around you is happy you can't talk. No, I'm kidding. You're not Sewer Rug. Anyways.
What the fuck? I was gonna give him bad dental advice. I love it when like people go like, "Oh, my arm hurts," and they're like, "Oh, if your arm hurts." I was gonna give him some. I just didn't have any. Like, put garlic in your mouth. It helps the cavities.
That
Yeah.
was a laugh for Kentucky. That caught me off guard.
When Tucky says, I'm in the hospital trying
Trying left-handed.
like, this is what
It's never too late to learn to
Yeah.
have fun with different hands. When
And
Tucky,
you
it's
can
fun.
master it with the left hand. Once you feel comfortable, you do the reverse left hand. So it's like inverted
Yeah.
controls. I still can't figure it out.
I call it the
Is Win-
stranger.
The stranger.
Is
Yeah.
Kentucky the bionic man now?
It's the Wintuggy.
The Wintuggy. Wintuggy shine.
Kentucky shine.
Either that or it sounds like a new dance. One of the two. Do the
Yeah.
tuggy.
Glad you guys are all safe and all that stuff. Ern and Wintuggy. You know, I'm glad you guys are here. Don't worry, Ern, we're not going to make you talk. We don't make snorkel talk. So, yeah. Mike D says, bend it back straight. Oh, wow. Never mind. They're flirting. I'm going to leave it alone.
You know, hey.
Yeah. And then he said, type.
V8's here too.
Yeah. V8, it says it's called The Stranger. Or every
Why does he
woman
call me
that's
that?
ever talked to. No, I'm
I talk
kidding.
to him often. I can't be a stranger forever. Oh man.
GT Wingcap says, hey, you guys.
He quoted Sloth.
Yeah.
So
That's
did
why you
Vandal.
did it like that.
That's
Yeah.
exactly why it sounded like that.
Baby Ruth.
I can still tell it's you
Snorkel.
saying it, though.
How was your week, man?
My week was great.
Nice.
Sewer Rug, how was your week?
Okay. You guys better strap down and stand up because I had me a day this week.
I can
all right?
only do one of those things at a time.
Get them creative. All right. Hear me out. I had a day this week and it was Wednesday was my day this week. So my kid going to this new school, it's like 20 minutes away. And sometimes I have to drive her to school, which means I have to wake up at a reasonable 40-year-old adult hour that I don't normally wake up at. And so I stay up to god awful hours at night and then have to get up. Point in case, 2.5 hours of sleep. I wake up, I get my kid to school, and then I'm driving to my first job. And I'm noticing it's like an hour 15 to my first job. And I'm like, oh, I'm a little swerving in and out of lanes. Like if I had lane detect, like I would have to pay a fine like John Spartan. Like I had so many swerves. Anyways, I get to the first job and it's a fancy house, you know, in Castle Rock. I'm not doxing anyone. It's just like a $2.2 million house. So fancy. And inside was the real estate agent, the buyer or the client, and the other client, the wife and the husband clients. And he was dressed in polo, like the tan with the like darker tan pant thing happening. And, you know, we did a lot of like hold the belly. And when I'm around, I'll play the part, you know, to a certain degree. So a lot of, oh, you bet. Okay. So this chummy thing comes in play. All right. So either way, I get out of the car, I walk up and, you know, oh boy, yeah, sewer. Ooh, better wear gloves. After that, I go, well, I'm going to go downstairs in the basement, get started. I'll let you know what I find before I leave. Okay, John. And so then I start going down the stairs, these fancy wooden stairs, slick wooden stairs. In my delirium, in my socks, basically, I go right foot, left foot, right. I slipped, and the last 3 steps onto the concrete. And my favorite part is I went from like hokey dokey Matt for like 4 minutes. Oh, sewers, they stink, huh? To like, fuck. And I just let out this really loud fuck. And it was just like an aggressive, like scared or threatened, like it was me saying, oh shit, I'm falling on my face. But it was fuck really loud. And so he had the corny persona destroyed when he heard that. And he came tumbling down the stairs. The home inspector did. They're like, what's going on? What, you guys, you okay? And I was laughing by then because I realized it. Either way, so that's when I realized this day is going to be rough. I'm a little tired. 2.5 hours, not enough. And so I drive, I do the next job. That's fine. The next job after that, now hold on to your sock horns. The next job after that, I get to the job as the clients are wrapping up with the home inspector. And the home inspector's like, yeah, we're done. We've been here 3 hours. You know, here's the lockbox. Do what you got to do. It's a vacant home. Vacant home means, you know, they staged it with fake furniture that you're not supposed to sit on because it will break. It's cardboard. And, you know, they made it look like what it would look like when you live there. Either way, I do my job outside in the sun, and it was really hot. My equipment was warm. So I'm like, I'm going to bring my equipment inside and do my paperwork inside. And then I was like, well, since it's a vacant home, it's no bidet, but I got to do what I got to do. I'm a little out of sorts. So right when you walk in the door, front door, there's a quick hallway and then a bathroom right there. So I was like, that's the perfect place. I don't like using the master suite ensuite bathroom when I'm in a vacant home. I'm just, you know, take care of business. And like a gentleman, I leave the door open because I'm casual. So the only thing between the bathroom and the front door is a big window with blinds creaked. Yeah, that's right. So the seller of the home and his wife, I see them approaching on the porch. and I'm in the bathroom with the door open, and I can't swing it shut with my hand. I can't reach the door. So I had to like start trying to kick with my feet, and I'm sliding off the toilet. And by the time he walked in, I had the leg up, and I was like,
Oh
"Ah!"
my
The
god.
door shut. And he's like, excuse me. And so then I have to finish what I started, right? Because I'm committed, I'm halfway through the mission. And it's not a bidet, and it's one ply. So I was like, one ply means three ply if you work hard enough. So I like, just got fistfuls and like tried to take, and I even wet some. I was like, this is gonna be a mess. Either way, I finish. But I finish, I turn on the bathroom fan, I'm like, pretend washing my hands. There's no soap in there. I was just doing what I had to do. And so I come out of the bathroom, and I meet the gentleman, and he's in his black t-shirt, some tech shirt. I didn't read the tech. I was focused on other things. Bulbous like me in the gut area, but then his black shirt was tucked into his blue jean shorts. And I was like, this guy means business, and he had his tennis shoes on, and he reminded me of, maybe you don't know, Jimmy Neutron's friend with the ginger hair. So it was like square on the sides, kind of curly up top, and
The
then
kind of guy that has
rounder.
great daily vitamin advice.
He's the kind of guy that could tell you 3 different types of wolves, like you're like, all right,
Jimmy, I don't think that's a good idea.
yeah. So I finish, and I go, hello, sir. I was just part of the home inspection, and I just, I was doing the sewer inspection, and the first thing he says,
Oh my God.
first thing he says is the last thing I say. Okay, so hold on, this interaction gets great. And I was like, sir, I'm part of the home inspection, and I was just inspecting the sewer system. And he said, you took a shit in my bathroom. And I was like, well, sir, I do apologize. I was told this was a vacant home, that it was staged, and he's like, all of my stuff's in the garage. And he's like furious, and I'm like, thin frame glasses, like squinty eyes, I'm like, all right, things are getting real now, And I was like, sir, I don't inspect garages. I had no need to go in there. I just was underneath your house and investigated the sewer line outside, and hey, you passed the test. And he's like, you took a shit in my bathroom. I was like, that's right, sir. I apologize. I utilized your restroom. And so then I go to grab my equipment, and he stands prominently in front of the front door, Superman pose, and he was like, I need you to tell me that you took a shit in my bathroom. And I'm going, wait, what? Like, I take a breath, and I'm like, is he like getting aggressive, or is he questioning things, And I was like, sir, yes, I did use your restroom. Should air out in the next few minutes. I got the fan going. And he's like, tell me you took a shit in my bathroom. And I'm like, I don't know if he's got a knife, like a really cool knife behind him.
He wanted you to shit on him.
Dude, you missed out on his kink. This is just him needing you to tell him.
So this goes on for about like 45 seconds. There's a lot of like lulls and like heartbeats and like trying to like figure each other out.
See, Mike D knows.
And so then I do grab my equipment. I was like, sir, I do apologize. And then he, once again made it clear, like, stand up, like, look me in the eyes and tell me you took a shit in my bathroom. I caved in. That 45 seconds felt like 2 minutes. So I did. I looked him with my sewer equipment in hand. So a monitor in this hand and a camera in this hand. And I was like, sir, shit in your bathroom. And he stepped to the side, grabbed the handle, opened the door, and I just kind of squeezed on through with my equipment.
Just like when Tucky is
Wonderful.
trying with the left hand, that man tried with the left hand after your statement.
He went in
tells
there
you-
and sniffed your toilet seat when they were done.
Yeah,
was
he
like,
did.
"Oh,
He felt the warmth, and your words were reverberating in his head.
I
he's
got
gonna
in the
log
car.
it so that you have to come back because it's.
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
be
you're
like-
getting repeat business from him
Yeah.
for sure.
I got my equipment in the car, everything loaded up, turned on the car, and I was like, what the fuck is with today? Because I had already
Oh, God,
ruined the
V8.
facade with the
Right.
fuck on the stairs. And then I had to look a grown man in the eyes and go, I took a shit. in your bathroom." That's what he
V8
wanted. That's what he
V8
wanted.
and Mike D have all the answers for you right now in chat. So.
Yeah, V8 says he needs you to hear to say you were a naughty Suey, and then Mike D says you should have kissed him on the cheek after. I think that would have been the
Yup.
best. You should have been
I
like,
shit in
I
your
shit in your
toilet.
bathroom.
Mooch.
You ain't got any balls at all if you don't send him a card with a gasoline.
Oh,
credit.
hell's yeah.
You ain't got a
$20.
ball in your fucking body if you
I
don't
know
do
his
that.
house too. I
Because
know where
that's
it is.
universal. I'm sorry for doing something that has something to do with that.
I should
You
just show up
fixed
every
his
day.
erectile dysfunction.
And make sure it's for a gasoline station that is nowhere near his home.
You got
Get him a
Sunoco.
gift
You got
card for like
Sunoco
a Shoney's, but they're only in Utah. Like,
But that
Delayed
was the
says on the tip
strangest
of his
action.
nose, just
Yeah, right. Yeah, moop. Yeah.
or
So
booba.
now I've been caught peeing by like a 90-year-old woman, and I've been
Yeah.
caught shitting and had to admit it. The fact that I said, I do apologize, I used your restroom, was not enough. He needed to hear
He
the exact.
he wasn't looking for an apology, my dude. That was his kink.
Wait,
and you
wait,
were
wait.
edging him by not
Yeah.
telling him that you shit in his toilet. He
What
told you
was-
what he needed to hear.
What was the township or whatever? Because I'm looking up
Yo,
misconnections on
God,
Craigslist
bro.
right now. What was the city you were in? I'm looking up misconnections on Craigslist right now.
Okay, so yeah, it was
Cicero's comment.
You were
Well,
the guy
you've
that
been
shit in my
listening
bathroom.
At the
You
beginning
fell
of this, you would
backwards.
know.
it's kind of
Your nuts
Cowtown.
were
It's
hanging over your butthole, and I couldn't take it anymore.
it's kind of a
The
Cowtown
way you washed
band.
your hands without soap, and then tried to shake my hand after. That's when I knew you were the one for me.
Wasn't going for a handshake. I never, as a sewer guy, I go, hey, I've been social distancing 15 years. Like I go, no one shakes hands with a sewer guy. I love that I don't have to shake hands and do all
I
that.
think he'd lick chocolate
I
off
did.
your finger.
Yeah, he would.
So here's the thing.
You missed out on a great best friend.
Sometimes I eat protein bars while working, and that means I'm driving and eating a chocolate protein bar that's sat in my
You need
cooler
more
with no
fiber.
ice. Basically, I get chocolate on my face, and when a home inspector tells me about it, it's really fun because I'm like, oh yeah, work happens, let's get to it. So
So what
That
would
was
you
my day
say
this
is your
week.
main
I'm done.
takeaway? What was your main takeaway from this? Like, what was something that you might do different?
Shut the bathroom door?
no, not shut the bathroom door. No,
Bring
no,
your
no,
own
no.
toilet
Tell-
paper.
Well, I do that. I had to do that because there was no toilet paper. I thought it was a
Did you
state house,
check
and
the
I was like,
garage?
Are you gonna check the garage from now on?
I hate
No,
to throw
because-
another kink into this, but
Oh no.
when the real
Go
estate
on.
was the reason maybe that he was so sternly wanting you to make that statement was he thought you might have been doing something else in his bathroom, and he needed to know that that hadn't happened in there,
'Cause,
but
yeah.
that the right thing happened in
So
there.
maybe I didn't
Right.
express it well enough in the beginning. When he came into the house and I was hunched over with the toilet and the door was open, I had my leg up like this and I
Yes,
was
you did
kicking the
press-
door
Yeah,
shut.
we've seen that already. Yeah.
It
can
looks like you
tell-
were jerking off in this guy's bathroom.
No. So first,
No,
number
I don't
one,
care what you say. No one shits on their back.
I'm going to say no, Anthony. No.
Okay,
The-
no,
the
that was a
odors-
legitimate question.
The odors were present from the get-go. He could tell the aroma in the air because of the open door and the 10 minutes into the session, what was happening in his front bathroom. Because like I said, it's just a window length from the front
10
door.
minutes into the session, how fucking long does it take?
I was tired. 2.5 hours
Okay.
sleep, breakfast burrito, bubbly guts, just letting things
Have
happen.
you heard
know?
of fiber? Because I just discovered it.
You need more fiber, dude.
Fiber. I normally
Stop
put-
eating
No,
eating
not,
so
not
much
like that
protein
drug
and
or
eat
whatever
more
you
fiber.
chew on. I mean, like fiber
I've gone way
dietary.
too long, but that was my day this week.
I'm the closest.
What
to
say you?
AR.
What do you
I
got?
don't wanna-
Yeah,
Talk about
Delayed
fucking
said he
fuck.
doesn't know your preferred positions for the FAP. Like, come on.
No, but I if he says no, I have to believe that. I just in my mind, I was like, please tell me you took a shit in there. Like it wasn't you were doing some like that's some of the vibe I was getting. Is all.
Oh yeah, no, that would have been more like calm. He seemed very aggressive to the point of tell me matter of fact that it was a shit. Well, so yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe he had different thoughts, but
That's a $2 million bathroom, and you shit in it first. so I
no,
guess
no,
I
the
get
$2
it.
million was the rich people where I yelled the fuck. This was
Oh,
a
who is
cow
this guy?
How are these two stories connected?
same day within 2 hours of each other, off 2.5 hours of sleep. So I was delirious, all in one day.
I don't get
I've
it
had-
anymore.
I've been up for 36 hours straight and I still can't follow your story if I was
Snorkel
sleeping
we're
right
not
now.
out.
Old now.
We're not
It doesn't
out.
happen that often. And I saw a truck the same day, a Ford Ranger, and they had a Luck of the Irish sticker and then Live Aloha underneath it. And for some reason, that made me grind my teeth for 45 minutes. I'm like,
That's really good
"Make up
pork.
your
I bet.
mind." Are you Hawaiian or are you fucking Irish? Make up your fucking mind.
What do you
He's
run for
Irish
president?
Hawaiian.
Who cares?
He's Irish Hawaiian. He helped build
Were
his
you the president?
his grandparents helped build the railroad over there.
I want to see it. No, I'm
I
just
want to
sorry.
see. Yeah.
All
Show
right,
me
well,
proof.
we're doing a show about something tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, pets and stuff. Anthony,
Okay.
you got anything about your week you want to say?
No, let's just get on with it.
All right, cool.
Everything about my week is going to be involved in what we talk about.
So that was first time
Go ahead,
Sewer
Vanny.
Rugs doing a long story short. We're so sorry. But rub down.
We are sorry.
Little,
Are you
I
doing one
thought-
too?
No, I'm not gonna do that to these people. I joke around, say like, "Ha, you guys all suck buttholes," but I like these guys, you know.
Or rub it down then.
Oh, the rub down is rubbed, left-handed,
Sir, sir.
just for Kentucky.
It's a left-handed rub down. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I beat on the panel a little bit this week, guys, and it's just because I found just things that needed to happen.
Just
So
bros
anyway,
got it.
for those of you that don't know, we're going to do a show today about animals, which is probably my least favorite subject of all. I'm not a pet guy. I'm not an animal guy. I just don't care. But Vandal loves pets, and I respect that. So I decided to do my best and put together something great.
Way to make
I
it
couldn't
sound
get
like
the
it's a
idea
social
of-
issue.
Of Sewer Rug being Peter Dinklage, so I kind of took advantage in this situation. But there was a nice
Peter
little saying on here.
Dinklage?
Peter Dinklage. But anyway, the rub down for tonight, we do have we really don't have a rotten pizza review, but kinda. We're doing a little look-alike as a segment I came up with. If you could have any pet, that's a segment where all of us kind of talked about the last time. Basically, if you could have anything for a pet, what would it be? We have one game tonight, and this one game is going to be worth Super Dong. Every answer, because there's only 4 of them, all going to be worth Super Dong. So I'll explain how that works when we get there. And we'll do a little filthy animal drawing just because, God, it's the right week for that shit. So if you want to run that beautiful bean footage, we'll get on with a rotten pizza of reviews.
Yeah, there's stuff running right now. Boom. What?
I cannot understand.
Something, suck my duck. I love the remix. All right,
The
Anthony,
Super
it's
Bowl
down.
notes are somewhere here.
Quit giving away the
Okay.
answers.
Go on.
I'm doing all my dirty drawing with AI tonight. So anyway, no, seriously, what I'm reviewing this week for Rotten Pizza Review is last week's show because there was just so many great things about it. And then I got inspired to make some artwork and I thought, well, let's just run with this. Why don't we? So after Sewer Rug and Vandal told us some very, deep secrets about their inner nerdiness, and they were just some of the most hilarious things I'd ever heard of. I couldn't get the idea of them as a dynamic duo fighting evils of high school parties. So I decided to make a comic book cover.
Great.
I forgot what I told you last week. and then
Oh,
now I-
beautiful. Oh, fucking beautiful.
No,
I got the
I made this with a cheering audience because I felt like this is the image that they both see in their mind of, Batman lurking in the distance, keeping things under control, and Sewer Rug showing off his massive magical skills. With
See,
everyone's
I don't
shirt.
know because I feel like I knew I was weird, especially when they told me to stop hiding under the porches, in the trailer park. But I think Sewer Rug went in at like full shit tilt, like, fuck yeah, dude, like they're gonna be
I
carrying
agree.
me out of
That's
this
why you're
party.
kind of in the darkness in the background there, just kind of you're there. I didn't do any face change on. I did with the other guy. Put Sewer Rug's face on that one. But I don't know why. I just picture shouted to me, and obviously I spent some time on AI to get all of that in there. The NGS comics thing at the top was actually just something as a joke for me because it was not going to sell comics. But that logo actually came out pretty cool, and I was like,
Yeah.
God damn it, I want to use that for something else. I was just afraid it might kind of look a little racist, so I decided to just go with that. So,
Yeah.
do you guys like your comic with the power of high school imagination?
Yeah, it's great. I'm gonna put it
It
on
seems
my wall.
appropriate. I never told you my magician name. Those in the Discord last week got to hear.
No, I don't know what happened with my Discord about halfway through. It just like, no, it's not going to work anymore. And I'm like, fuck.
It
All
was
right.
right when I was going to tell it too. So I guess you'll
Sure.
never know. But some of these people know.
Yeah. Well, that's
I
great.
forgot already.
I'm hoping that somebody remembered because I got nothing.
Good,
But Vando,
good.
I think you got a little bit more comfortable at the parties, and that's where you met your soulmate. Because I believe Delane had some of the same things going on in her life that maybe you did, and maybe that's how you hooked up.
Yeah, no. I mean, if there was a superhero that's really good at rolling her ankles, maybe.
Her wings are so tiny.
Yeah.
A little
And her-
cosplay action there, nothing
Yeah.
big.
I get it's AI, but her eyes aren't Asian enough.
But the one last thing from last week that I wanted to touch on, and just because it also has a significant amount of animals in the picture, I was hoping maybe Sura could tell us a little bit about this gentleman.
That's the real deal right there, you guys. That's my uncle. That's Doug Henning. Look at that mustache. Look how prominent it is.
I almost saved it for a Pornhub or YouTube.
That would have hurt.
Pornhub, definitely
Because
Pornhub.
not this picture, but there are many others that could definitely fall into that category.
Keep that in mind then, because I could recognize that stash anywhere. And look at that Henning hair he has.
Is that stuff it that Muppet? You know what I'm saying? Ugh.
I don't know what you're saying. He was a very tall, short man, probably same height. as
Wait,
Dan.
what?
Do you think
I
that the
like that,
Muppets
too.
gave teeth? Like,
Can you repeat the description you gave of his height?
Yes, agreed. So the thing is Doug Henning loved animals, and he did work with the Muppets a few times. Okay, he got to work with Kermit himself. Not a big deal, but kind of a major deal.
Okay, you know what's really crazy too is this week I watched a lot of stuff. Okay, I was watching a documentary about comedians, and Martin Short was talking about working with Doug Henning.
See, and look at the combo.
I mean, talk about the fucking 5 steps to Kevin Bacon. I mean, Jesus Christ, like what's the chances of that kind of combination?
Vandal Short and Muppet Henning. It's
But I
perfect.
wanted everyone to know what Doug Henning, was and looked like, and I just wanted to make sure that I didn't make Fence Nuts really mad. So that was, I wanted to make sure.
What just happened? Can we take that down? That is aggressive. Didn't have to whiten my teeth that time, did you?
I love it's
I'm
trying to be
saving this
aggressive yet still
Forever.
like
You were biting somebody's head off last week, and it was like, yep, I know where that spot is. I'm taking that.
That's so aggressive.
I'm so glad he got rid of the hat since last show. I hate
Oh,
that
I'm gonna go
fucking
get it.
hat.
Man, he hates that hat.
I'm gonna bring it back.
He hates it.
Makes me want to punch you in your Carhartt face. Like,
All right. So before we get on to the next, I did have a couple of things that are pet related that I just wanted to kind of have a discussion about and see how we feel about these things. So the first thing that kept coming up on my commercials was this company called Spot, which is pet insurance. And when I looked this up, then it started just absolutely filling my social media with other ones. This is another company called Trupanion.
Oh, you guys.
I'm just curious, chat members, of course, please join in the conversation as well. But I've done some numbers, and I'm really kind of curious what you guys think before I give you some facts. So,
It's not worth it. I have multiple pets, and we just hope for the best. No, sincerely. We
So,
don't pay
like,
for it.
if
you
you're
can
gonna
take me
get
off
a
full
pu-
screen, too.
if you're gonna get like a purebred dog, then yeah, like okay, because they're always gonna be fucking sick all the fucking time. You're gonna pay $5,000 to pay $5,000 to pay $5,000 to pay $5,000. Pet insurance is okay. We had it for a little bit, but didn't ever use it when we didn't need it at any time or anything like that where that happened. But a lot of times is they get a lot of new pet owners, and new pet owners are fucking stupid. And what they're gonna do is because I did it with Daisy. Like I came home one day and she was fucking I wasn't wagging her tail, and that's my baby. So I grabbed her like we're in the fucking Titanic, and I'm the guy trying to get myself on a boat with somebody else's kid, and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And then they paid it was like a couple grand to find out she was just being lazy and her tail was like tired, But if you're like one of those kind of
Yep.
people, yeah, it's great. But half the time they don't approve half the shit you do. You have to go to certain vets. Those vets don't ever have availability because guess what? There's 20,000 people on this plan, and there's one vet fucking place that takes it. and shit like that. And honestly, it's kind of like I imagine it's like having kids, at least from my perspective. I don't have kids, you know, but what I imagine is you freak out about the first one, the second one, you're like, they could probably eat that. You know what I mean? Like,
Throw
you
some
know,
dirt on 'em.
see what happens.
Yeah,
Blaine says
I
it's
looked
good to get
into
right
it.
before a big surgery and cancel right after. So it's kind of like your free subscription to like Disney Plus or like Hulu and shit, you know?
And if that actually works, then, you know, but I mean, you're just sticking it to somebody else because this just feels like pet gambling.
It basically is.
You know, you're betting that your dog's going to get sick and they're betting that it won't. And I think they would probably win that scenario a lot more than they would lose.
Yeah.
Plus, if nothing's covered, then that's kind of
Well,
okay.
and here's
So
the thing too.
So I
It's like,
actually,
sorry.
oh no, I was just gonna say I tried to sign up. So I went through, put my name in there, told him I had a dog, it was a medium-sized dog, blah blah blah. This is the coverage. I think I went for like, you know, some of the better coverages just to kind of see what the costs are involved with this. The way it comes out is about like $1,000 a year, something like that. So if they're providing enough services to, you know, do that, then you're kind of using it like a savings account, I guess. But I don't know. Do you spend
the
over
thing is, though,
$1,000 a year on vet
for something
stuff?
serious, you're going to be spending over $1,000
Sure.
just to walk in the door. Because most of the time, something happens with your pet, it's not on a conveniently Tuesday at 12 in the afternoon. It's always on a fucking Saturday or Sunday when the regular vet's closed and you have to go to an emergency vet. And just to be
Sure.
seen, it's $800. And so, like, if they put like I get what you're saying. I think I understood right. Like, it's like $1,000. You said savings account, health savings account, basically, kind of thing.
Well, no. What I'm saying, I was just trying to equate it to: would you spend $1,000 in vet bills that they would cover in a year?
No, absolutely not.
Typically, I mean, if you didn't have this plan, would you spend
Daisy and Lily
$1,000
are
worth of vet
10
bills?
years around 10 years old, right? And
Sure.
the biggest thing, like, don't get me wrong, they're getting older now, so they get like little lumps and stuff like that, but it doesn't hurt them. And the vets are going to tell you we can't do anything about it unless you want to pay $5,000 to put them under, just to find out it's malignant. You know what I mean? If you have a good vet, they'll tell you that. Give them some Benadryl, you know, baby Benadryl or something, or do this. But honestly, as my experience as a pet owner, and I don't take my dogs like out extreme hiking or fishing and shit like that, so obviously it could be different. But if your dog's around that all the time, they're probably going to be fine because they're used to it. But I would say the biggest thing that you'd spend is probably a couple $100 on fucking getting the shots for other vaccinations every year or two.
Okay.
So like, if you got like a really fancy dog and you have money that you just want to fucking catch on fire, for my opinion, yeah, like, it's great. Like, go ahead.
And I would love to say there was only like a couple of these, but
There's
there
a
were
million of
tons
them.
of these. Yeah, and so they're
And they're
obviously
all-
making money at this if they're doing it.
And the thing is, a lot of them are all from, like, they're all shell companies, but they all transfer back to the same insurer. Just like, you know, oh, I have my own insurance person for my house and my car insurance,
Gotcha.
but it's a part of what, Purdue or some shit. You know what I mean? Or it's a
Sure. Countrywide.
it's all-
Yeah. I
yeah,
gotcha.
it's all the same fucking place. It's all going to the same place. They just have a different webpage for each one. That this one's cute because it's got a Dalmatian. I have a Schnauzer, so I'm using this one because they have that dog on the picture. That's all this
So you
shit
say
is.
you have had it in the past and not used it.
Correct.
And sewer rug, you've never had it for any of your pets?
Never had it for any of my pets. I
Okay.
went to the vet once with a sickly pet, 15-year-old Chihuahua. Bring him in and we're like, hey, he's not eating and he's getting skinny. And they're like, well, we need to do X, Y, and Z, do these scans just to figure out what's going on. It'll be around 3,800 today. And I was like, that's kind of rough, you know? And they're like, well, don't you care about this puppy? And I was
They
like, well,
guilt
I
trip
care
you
about
into it.
And I was like, I do care about him, but you know, he's not a puppy. And they're like, actually, he's 5 years old. And I was like, hey, fuckers, he's been here for shots. He's actually 15. And they're like, oh, sorry, sir. It's the
And-
end. So they went from aggression to like, oh, condolences. He's fading, you know. We'll give him some happy food to keep him steady until it's the end, but bring him in by Monday if he makes it to Monday. And so the total flip of the script, once they found out that, oh, he's not 5, he's fucking 15. And like, we're already devastated because he was a member of the family. So like, yeah, that kind of fucking sucks. So I don't like the vet. I only go when I have to. So no, I'm not going to pay into their funds or their tennis shoes or their squeaky toys.
And like, there's no reason to me why a vet receptionist should be driving a Beamer. You know what I mean? Like, I see what they get paid. Like, you know, they're obviously getting some kind of commission, and it's just like a normal doctor's office. You go in like, oh, I like to try this drug. Actually, we want you to take this one because this is the one that we're sponsored by. You know what I mean? And like, just for like a little background story, Delane's mom has a couple of dogs, right? And one of them, like, they got aggressive one night and they kind of got into it, cut its neck all open. So she had to take it in and fucking get it all sewn up, right? And so, anyways, the people didn't do it right. I used to work at a vet place, you know, so like I'm not an expert, but I know enough that they fucked up the stitching. They stitched it and then glued it and then stitched it and glued it like twice, like in the same time. And then so like they had to take it in to get checked out to make sure, like, you know, the stitches were coming out. It was a little swollen, a little gross, but it healed up, you know, honestly. And here's the thing, if anyone didn't know, never use rubbing alcohol on your dogs. It will kill them. So, you know, you got to use hot soapy water. Don't use most baby wipes either because they got chemicals in it that will hurt the dog. So you use hot soapy water to clean this stuff out. So anyways, she was out of town and asked, like, could you guys, you know, take it in? Yeah, no problem. So we go in and, like, you know, he's sitting there. He's a little chihuahua. He's all nervous and shit. But I'm like, I think, like, you know, it's going to be fine. Like, you know, from my, you know, slightly uneducated perspective, you know, like it's going to be okay. Take the dog back, you know, and they're in there for like 45 fucking minutes to look at this dog. And I'm like, all right, this is taking forever. They come back out. Yeah, we have to cut it back open and restitch it shut. It didn't heal right. And I'm like, you guys didn't do it right. Like, and, you know, and so they want to charge another like $5,000. And they're like doing the guilt trip thing, like trying to shame you, like, oh, don't you care about this dog? Don't you do all this shit? Fuck you, bitch. Like, you ain't going to fucking trick me into shit like that. You know, I don't care about nothing. No, but, you know, and so I was like, all right.
I was professional in the chat. Cicero.
Oh, Cicero, never pet a burning dog. That's good advice. But
can we elaborate on that? What's
Cicero was a vet tech.
That was
yeah.
not the one I was talking about. It was the one above
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Actually.
that-
Sorry.
Cicero
vet tech
saying
has
he's a
been
vet
consistent
tech.
for 10 years. The sheer stupidity among humans. These people are the type to walk in hands full of shit saying, look what I almost stepped in. But yeah,
Also,
and like,
I'm gonna trust a vet tech that says don't pet a burning dog. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sold.
Yeah, vet tech, burning dog. I have no more questions. Moving on. That's good.
Norkel, any pets in your life?
I have had one that I still miss, but I had a Rottweiler German Shepherd dog. He was about 140 pounds when he passed. I got helped birth him when I was 13. Then 5 years later, went and joined the military. And then 2 years after that, my mom put him down because she didn't want to deal with him anymore. Just 2 weeks before I was able to bring him over to North Carolina, where I was.
I'm sorry I asked, man. I didn't mean to.
It's all good.
It's not. God damn. Fuck.
And the
I'll
show
get you into
took
the
a
dog.
turn.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I miss the fuck out of that dog every day.
What was his name?
Major.
Shout
Oh.
out Major.
Major,
That's cool. Stop stealing my joke.
you stole it.
Yeah, but I stole it fair and square.
I stole it
But
first.
anyway, off of that subject just a little bit, because there was a couple other, you know, pet. Obviously, when I started looking at pet insurance, then Instagram said this guy wants everything that is available for pets, and maybe he has a sick one. So let's go down this road.
Oh no. Well,
So
did it get rid of your
this was
breastfeed?
something I didn't know if you would, you know, someone who had a special pet would want after they pass a, you know, copied figurine.
How's the dog fit in his hand? It's
The-
so small.
The JPEG compression with that, I am terrified of what's going on in that photo.
It looks
How is-
like, don't get me wrong, it looks cool and stuff like that. And I will say, like, I want a tattoo. I've been planning on doing it for Daisy's face. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
like I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm just not like a collectibles kind of guy. And to me, this is something that's going to sit on the shelf and collect dirt. I'm going to forget about it. You know what I mean? And some people might be into it. Me personally, I don't like these kind of things. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not like the same thing, but this is how I imagine it. It's like, in like those weird, like, to me, weird cultures across the world where they have their dead like family members propped up for 6 months outside, like, you know, their village and shit like that, all just fucking deteriorating. That's how I see
Yeah.
shit like this. And I know it's not the same thing, but that's how.
So
my
unfortunately,
mind-
this one's going to fall into that same category. This
Keep
was
going.
the other one. This was, in
stuffed.
my opinion, like the creepier one of the bunch. But
We had a shrine to our passed away animals, but it slowly got taken over by Harry Potter collectibles. like pop art and stuff. So it now sits in a box. But me and the family, the only ones that really fucking care about our passed away pets, will reminisce here and there. You know, we'll tell stories and be like, oh, remember when the da-da-da did the hoop-de-doo, you know, and we'll have a good chuckle about it. But I don't think I need to stuff a animal to call it a.
And I don't know. It's my thing. It's like, it would be weird to hold that and think like, oh, this is Daisy. Like,
Yeah, because
Yeah,
not,
no.
not my
Yeah.
thing. Some people need that. That's
yeah, and I
fine.
don't understand any of it. Like, yes, have I had pets in my life? Sure.
Yeah.
Missing them, I mean, no offense to Snorkel, but
Oh, no.
to be at that level, I don't have any empathy. Like, I don't
I
understand
ain't gonna make it
Um,
into a collectible that I cuddle.
well, and I
No.
also don't get why you would do it again. Like, if something like
Just-
that caused me so much pain, why would I get another one that I know I'm going to outlive again? It's like you're putting yourself in a position like that. But some
I
people
fought
I know
with
they
those
really
dogs.
enjoy their dogs.
I
fought
just
with
keep
those dogs.
accidentally living in places that don't allow pets. So
Yeah.
that's the
And
only reason
I
I
get
don't
what
have
you're
a dog.
saying, Anthony, because every time like it gets to that point, I'm like, I'm never doing it again, like, you know, and stuff like that. But then again, like, you got to like, I don't know, for me personally, I've never bought a dog like, you know, like a purebred dog. I never went to like a pet store or a breeder or anything. Every dog has been like some sort of rescue, and to me, that's
I don't
the
think you're getting
justification.
a purebred from a pet store. I think you're getting the opposite. But
Yeah,
anyway,
but like that's my whole thing is like, you know, you're like, it's gonna suck. It is gonna suck. I've had dogs my whole life. I can name you every fucking dog. My first dog I got that was my dog was I was walking home from school one day when I lived in Pahrump, right? And you're walking through people's property lines and shit, you know, and all that stuff. And there was a bunch of like, I'm not even joking, like Hills Have Eyes family that lived behind us, like 2 streets, and their dog was a Chow, right? And they had a bunch of puppies. And like, I think Chows are ugly as shit. Like some people like them. Me, it's too much fucking hair and they're too aggressive for my taste, you know, and all that
slow
shit.
it down just a little.
But there was one that was like fucking it came out and it was pure black, you know, dog, and it didn't have long puffy hair, and the 2 parents were both Chows, you know, like, so like they're usually
Gotcha.
like fucking hit. And I was like, and it came up to me and sniffed my fucking, and this is how dogs always fucking get me. Like, I didn't want a dog, and Delaney's like, let's go look at this dog. And Daisy crawled up on my fucking, anyways, this puppy crawled up to me, walked up to me, sniffed me, and laid on my foot. I'm walking home from school. I'm like 13. I got stepdad Bill at home. I got fucked up mom. You know, we can't have a fucking dog. You know, I can't ask him for a dog. So I fucking went home. I took this dog home, and luckily she was lazy too, just like Daisy was. And I fucking had one of those old army trunks my grandpa gave me. And I fucking went out and stole Bill's power tools, drilled some holes in it like a fucking, you know, like I'm shipping like a fucking Tyrion Lannister across the Game of Thrones and shit, and left the dog in there for like a day, you know. And then when mom was out getting fucked up, stepdad was out trying to find her, I'd take her outside, you know, and run her around and shit. And then one day when I was at school, they're like, yeah, we just smelled shit. We went in your room and fucking there was the dog shit in the box. You got to take it back. And I was like, oh, fine, I'll take it back. And then they didn't make me take it back. So, but like, that's like, you know, in that experience. And then when I left, you know, my family behind, I couldn't take the dog with me. I was 15. And my mom lost it. Like, Fudgy was gone. She was like 8 years old at that point, gone. I delivered that dog's first litter of puppies, you know, and all that shit. Now I told myself I'll never get a fucking dog again. Years later, living with my brother, we get Boyo and Gordita, some German short hair pointers, you know, and I'm like, this is the best fucking dog I've ever seen, you know, all this shit. Lost contact with them. They kept dogs, went overseas. She ended up passing away, you know, and all that stuff. Unfortunately, I wasn't there for it, and I couldn't be around and all that shit. And now Daisy, like, don't get me wrong, not to be all sad shit. Daisy's getting old, you know. I'm not saying, you know, it's anytime soon, but it's gonna happen, you know. And I've been thinking about it, but it's like, yeah, I don't want to ever do it again, but I do want to do it again because, like, sure, it's gonna suck. I'm always gonna remember that dog, and I'm always gonna remember how happy that dog would see me come home, and I want to give that to another dog that doesn't have that, you know. This is my lesbian fucking adopting a kidism kind of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
I want to be there. If this place allowed pets, I'd have a dog right now. Because yeah, no, it's worth the heartbreak. Dogs are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And
No,
I
it's
get
funny
it.
that you
it's not
said
for
that
people.
because the one and only dog that I really had that I liked was a Chow.
There you go.
I had
Yeah.
her cut like she was cut like a lion. Like, I mean, she had the whole thing.
Hells yeah.
Now, she was actually a true rescue, kind of same thing, where I got her from somebody who just did not take care of her at all. And so this dog loved me to death, but did not like my new wife at all. And
that dog was smart. No kidding.
she would be like, I'd come home from work and she'd be like, we got to get rid of the dog. And I'm like, what are you talking? This dog's wonderful. Like, what are you talking about? She's like, that turns into a different dog when you leave for work every day. And I'm like, I'm not taking her. Like, I'm not, if you guys are doing it, then that's what's going to happen. It was a one and only thing. And I won't never do that again. I don't understand that whole situation. I'm like, yeah, I had that. I enjoyed that for that time. But it's the same thing I don't understand about women who go through this tremendous pain to have kids and then do it again. Like, I can see the steps that are going to happen. The dog's fun for a little while. Then they walk around the house like they live in an old folks home for about fucking 5 years because they can't do anything else.
There's
And then they die.
three
Sister-
separate neurotransmitters that allow for the absolution of the memory of the pain of childbirth that are released post childbirth, which leads to the rise of postpartum depression.
If you
That's
could
the-
actually send me something that says that, or
Oh, I
something that
can.
makes- I would be internally grateful because this is a problem. This is a question that's been on my mind for a while.
Oh yeah, no, it's literally it's science.
So we're saying that we're going no to the cuddlies, no to the figurines, and no to the insurance. Is that basically what we're going with here?
Yeah, Cicero's right about the chow thing, by the way. My neighbor had a chow, bit my little brother's best friend in the stomach, got to stay at home. That's fine. I think it's 3 and then you're done.
That dog would have
but
taken a bullet for me. I'm telling you right
But-
now. Like,
I had a Doberman Pinscher at home, Lucky, who was fine with our cats. We had 2 cats, but my cat Sneakers was on the cement wall between me and the neighbors with the chow. And that was the last I saw Sneakers, just yoink from the chow. 2 chows tore him up in the side yard. I heard it. I heard that cat die. And that I brought it home when it was a baby, and like I heard that cat die because of a chow. So chow
Yeah.
mix, you guys could love. I got an affinity for not enjoying.
And I get it, as an avid, pet advocate, I guess, and shit like that, it does depend on how the dog was bred. But the thing is, like, certain dogs are very territorial, and they will, you're talking about your chow where Anthony fucking loved you, and as soon as you gone, he fucking hated her. That is very true. So a lot of dogs will do that just to a certain degree. Like, Lily doesn't fucking show love to Delane as much as me. Like, when I'm gone, doesn't listen worth a shit if Delane's telling her what to do and shit if I'm not around and stuff. Like, just looks at her,
I
rolls on
found out
top
after
of
the
her.
fact that they're like one person dogs, and I didn't
Yeah.
know that at the time. So yeah, I got it.
Yeah, Delane
All right.
says
Well,
Vandal's
this
old
is a
dog
fun and
Gordita.
exciting segment to really bring out all the comedy and tears. We're just fucking killing it. But I have a remedy. I promise you. So we're gonna go on to lookalike because that has nothing to do with what we're doing here, except that it's dogs. I will tell you this, okay? I don't have a bumper for this, I don't think. But I will tell you this. This week I went through and tried to come up with some things for this episode. And I will tell you that it was actually I actually was going to do a Pornhub or YouTube. And I will
Oh,
tell you
oh.
that the first time that you search for something on Pornhub, I don't know how to put the safe search on for that. But there are things out there that you really probably shouldn't see. And it was way too easy to bring that shit up. I was like, God damn, like any fucking 4-year-old could do this. It was terrible. So I quickly got rid of the idea of doing a porno review. Number one, because I couldn't find anything I could use. But number two, I was gonna have nightmares. So that was not a good situation. Go
What,
ahead.
Sparkle?
Can we bring up a very important part that Vandal's previous dog's name?
Yeah,
Go
Gordita
ahead.
means fat girl. So it wasn't technically my dog, right? My little brother and his mail order bride nanny, Tatiana from Peru,
Oh, I love
got the
that story.
dogs.
Yeah.
So they got the dogs, right? And that's when we moved in together at the time. It was right before I went overseas. And they didn't really have names for them right away, right? But the girl dog loved me. I do really well with female dogs. I love petting them. I don't like boy dogs as much. I like to run around and jump on you and do all this shit. Girl dogs want to protect you and they want to lay with you and snuggle with you and get pets and snack with you. They're basically like fucking big Greek women in the paintings, with grapes and shit. They just want to hang out all day and shit. I loved it. So what would happen is Tatiana hated me because I wasn't very nice. Tatiana, oh Chris, I'd make fun of her and shit like that. That's just who I am. You guys are still here, so obviously some people appreciate it. So, anyways, the dog loved me, hated her. Did not like her at all. And she bought the fucking dog, right? So she decided to name it Gordita Fat Girl to be fucking a bitch about it, you know, and all that stuff. But that dog fucking, I love it. It's so great too, because like I said, they were their dogs, but it was my dog. You know what I mean? And all that shit in my room all the fucking time, always with me, going on walks with me in the backyard. I'm smoking a cigarette or I'm drinking beers. We had parties, always around me, you know, just having a good old fucking time. And it was just, I just loved it whenever, like, and they called the other one Boyo for boy, you know, and stuff like that. So, like, you know, very original. And it's like Boyo and Gordita. So they'd be like, all right, like, Boyo, you need to, I don't know I'm doing that. I shouldn't do the accent, but I'm going to do the accent. Fuck it. Boyo and Gordita, come here right now. And then Gordita would look at her and then look at me, and I'd pet her little head, and she'd just lay back down. And I'd be like, I don't say anything, you know. You know, this chick hates me and all this shit. Like, Gordita, come on right now. You know, like, get in here right now. Grease, you're ready to come in
You're
here.
fading
And I'm
out.
like,
I can
Wow, he hit the
I went too high.
He hit the limiter.
the
Yeah.
noise protection on his mic. Shit.
Yeah. So it's like, Grease, you and Gordita, get the Gordita in here right now. And I'm like, I was like, I don't understand. Like, but it was funny, and Delane put in chat too. Because like, I was like, I'd go on like military training for like, I'd be gone for like a couple months or whatever, and Gordita would nip at Delane, like if she was in the room with the Gordita and shit. Like, don't fucking lay on my bed. Like, get the fuck out of it.
God
Not like
damn.
fuck her up, but like, you know, like, this is my house, bitch. Like, but yeah, sorry. Anyways, I forgot what we were doing.
Oh yeah, let's do some local. I didn't know if any of the
Yeah,
other guys had
lookalikes.
comments, so I was trying to wait. This first one here is as close as you guys are going to get to what we were talking about earlier. But I just thought this picture was funny, so I figured it was worth showing you guys.
Oh no.
Corporate needs you to find the difference in
So a
these
lot
two
of these are
photos.
going to be pictures where people, you know, look like they're pets, and I was like, well, I don't really know exactly what's going on here, to be honest with you. I mean, maybe are there?
Why
only
does that
humans
dog
are
look
like
like a-
this? I don't know.
Disappointed stepfather.
The dog was like, you don't mix red and whites in the washing machine for
Well,
a
that
reason.
dog, yeah, that dog was afraid because he knows what happens when she gets in that position.
Oh, don't remind me. All right. Well, anyway. So this next one, I didn't do anything to this, but it's just something about this made me. I mean, just I don't know.
Is that
This
a
guy just
rabbit?
looks like the sweetest human ever. It is a rabbit, yes.
Ugh.
It's like I know exactly this couple's demographic, and I've never spoken to them one time.
Yeah. To them, Denny's is a fancy restaurant.
Well, he's a stay-at-home dad for the rabbit. I'm thinking
Yeah.
is what's going on there. You know, she looks
Well,
like
that
she's
sweater
screwing
screams
him
"Stay
home.
at home, Dad." Come on, man.
Yeah, it does. But I mean, he's just the sweetest guy, and they're like, "Yeah, but he'd get a job."
Yeah.
I mean, you can do this.
If you zoom in too, he's got the pre haircut sewer rug going on up top too.
Don't say that.
This next one here.
No. No. Why are you there? What?
Oh,
Anthony
beautiful.
Bourdain.
I had to do this one because of the other ones that I did.
It reminds me of like Guy Fieri. Where is he now? Well, after the game is done, he gets home to this guy.
Yeah. This dog's gangster.
I love the
Definitely
mustache
OG.
combo though. That is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Well, if you like that mustache combo,
Oh,
you're gonna
God.
love this.
I could never
Brody.
have a cat.
That's the cat Brody.
Yeah.
I already used the stepdad joke, but that cat is somebody's stepdad. Jesus Christ.
That cat pulled me over. for
Oh,
going 5
poor
over
dog.
the
That
speed
cat
limit.
did my taxes last year. Jesus fuck.
That cat can recite every line of
That
sounds
cat
and
has
music.
came
What?
to kill you because you killed his father.
That cat asked if I had 6 fingers on my left hand. Jesus.
That cat's name Alila Montoya.
Holy fuck. I don't care about the dude. That cat is fucking regal.
Yeah, that cat is judging me through the screen.
He's judging us all. I
I
believe.
feel
Delaney
bad
said
for
Hitler.
cheating that one time in 7th grade.
This is the cat that
Hitler.
Cody drew 2 years ago.
This is the cat Cody drew.
Yeah. Oh, man.
It goes right along with that picture of Vandal I pulled up tonight.
Oh,
But
no.
I'm glad you're having a good time, Snorkel, because I wanted to include you. So
Oh, it can't get yet. I'll eventually have hair like that.
I wanted you to see, actually,
Either
it's funny you
side.
said that because I was like, I want Snorkel to see what the end game is for this hairstyle
Yep.
he's going for.
It's one of the two. I'm thinking I'm aiming more for the dogs though. That one looks way too well maintained. I like the free flowing of the dog's hair.
You
How
look
did
like
you get-
you're singing a Creed cover band in this.
Oh
How
god.
did
He
you
looks
get that
like
part in the
Stuart-
crow?
Yeah.
Yeah, how did you get that part in the crow over the dog? What did you bring to the table?
I could speak more words of English than the dog could.
Oh,
That's the only thing that
You're
set us
Stuart
apart.
is from Letterkenny right now.
That cat killed 6 million people. We don't typically do Hitler jokes on this show, but that's pretty good.
But when we do, they're cats.
Cicero said I'm starting a canine fashion line called Doggy Style.
The
And I'm almost sorry, Fence Nuts. Almost.
what happened? Don't you
Oh no!
take that down right now. Right now. No.
The worst part is Anthony just had to add the dog.
Yeah, you just added the dog. Fence nuts. That's you. You're way too into that.
No.
we
I
figured
never
it
had
out.
similar hair.
Sewer
What
Rub was
is this?
born too late to be a fucking pro wrestler, so this is what he's doing now. He's wrestling shits in someone's house.
And I left the awkwardfamilyphotos.com just to see if anybody would actually go and try to find this picture over there.
Oh my god.
We can just move on to the next one. I got nothing.
Suey rug.
I'm sorry,
Jeez.
sir. I'm sorry.
Exactly what I didn't want to see. Less of that on the screen. We're trying to keep people in the chat. What is this?
So just a little lookalikes for you guys tonight on our animal episode. I thought you guys would find enjoyable, and sounds like you did. So
Mostly. There was a few slides.
It was
not,
great. The end put it over the top. That ending slide was perfect.
we can not do that and I'll be fine.
It's all about
Rowdy
choosing the
Rug
right
of the
word.
sewer would be his name.
Rowdy
says Ben.
rug.
Don't you Ben?
Oh, rowdy rug.
Did you use flushable wipes, brother?
What? I can't.
Yes.
I'm gonna snake
Yeah.
your
Ooh,
train.
yeah.
Dives into their butt like Rikishi.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You like my chow? You like the chow, buddy?
Could you do
Yeah.
like a different
No.
voice though?
I do every different voice. Every voice is different. When I do the voice, it's a different one.
He was doing the dog's voice for that take before.
Oh, that was
yeah.
me.
You see, that's the whole difference. You just have to remember that wasn't him. That was the dog talking.
I don't have to announce the character. It's just to tell who I'm doing.
Like that's why I had to help Vandal out. That was the dog. It's fine.
Surek's like the
Listen-
guy that used to go to like parties with us and like we'd all do like some like extracurricular stuff. He's like, I went to an audition today. How do you think this is? And it's just him talking normally. I'm like, I don't know you enough to say that was terrible, but yeah, good job, man. I hope you get it.
Good
Like,
job. Yeah. I'm sure they'll call you back. Yeah.
and
What
then
am
he
I
tried to
putting
do
not
like
to do
good news Instagram feeds and like no one.
I knew it was better. Look, I did horrible open mic stand-up comedy 20 years ago. I knew it was better to not tell anyone I did it that night. I would just show up and be like, hey, are we playing video games? Like not mention that, oh, I did 5 minutes open mic and you don't want to hear about it. So I knew to just,
So, idea for next show.
nope.
Stand up,
Wrong.
Suey. Stand up, Suey.
Stand up, Suey. Yeah.
Sewage goes down, not up.
Tell that to the
Moving on.
guy whose toilet you clogged.
I want to start a new craze called sit down comedy because I don't want to stand up that long and tell jokes.
Yeah, no one's ready for all that.
It's a lot of weight to
You
hold up
should,
for
that'd
that
be
length of
funny.
time.
Is like if you just show up to do a stand up set, in like a wheelchair, and they're like, oh, like yeah, he's disabled, yeah. And then you stand up at the end and take a bow, like, oh fuck.
Put the mic back in the mic stand and then sit back
Yeah.
down and roll off.
Get some
All right.
sympathy
But you
laughs
have
because
like
of the
the
chair.
scooter one, yeah, with the controller.
Spend
so
a
it's like-
half an hour them getting me up on stage in the wheelchair and then just like standing up and wheeling it off myself. That's
Yeah.
gold, Jerry. That's fucking gold right there.
And then a guy comes crawling in from the back. Some guy stole my chair. Like,
I mean, you could only do it once, but it would be great. Yeah. No, I love that. That's awesome.
Cicero.
All right, we're gonna give away some super dong tonight. So here's how this is gonna work. Daniel's gonna run the bumper, and then I'm gonna tell you all about it.
hunt to wabbits.
You know what
Just
to
for
do
you,
with that
Snorkel.
gun,
Look out.
Doc.
Duck season. Rabbit season. Duck season.
You're despicable.
You're despicable. Thought I'd do the sound for you.
I like when you do voices. I can tell you're trying to do something different.
Hey, come on! I'm not even doing them.
I recognize that as Daffy Duck and not Anthony Romello. That was well done.
Yeah.
All right, so what we're gonna do is, Bam, you got your timer there because you're gonna be using it for dirty drawing.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to show a question up on the, or actually, I'm going to show an answer up on the screen. The answers that you give me will need to come in the form of a question. I want to give the chat 15 seconds before any of us answer this, if we know, and then after that, it's full reign. All these questions are going to be about famous rabbits. All right, they're going to be hard. And after that 15 seconds are up, you guys can use your Google Foo or whatever you need to try and figure out what the answers are. I just don't want the panel to have an unfair advantage. I almost want to do the first person with the right answer, but let's see how it goes. So that's what we're going to go with right now. First person with the right answer gets a super dong, and super dongs are putting you in line for a boat with a motor that you can actually put out in the water and drive and ride in. And I'm trying to make this so everybody doesn't think we're giving away a toy. No, we are giving away a boat, but you have to have super dong to have a chance to win this boat.
A whole
Okay.
ass boat.
So the first one up here, Bano, and whenever you're ready, start the 15-second timer.
Started.
Now, I have this to talk about on this because I really misspelled companies and I wasn't going to go back and fix it. So I couldn't decide whether I was going to do apostrophe S or S. And then I thought, well, I needed to go back and make that a Y, and I just didn't fucking
Time's
do it.
up.
What time?
That was quick.
15
How much
seconds.
of a delay are we on?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
it
Just want to give a
changes.
little time.
This rabbit.
chat-
We give
You
them
can
time.
use any form that you want, but you're
I'll
just
do another
trying to
15
answer this
seconds.
question. So this rabbit replaced a flamingo as the company's mascot. Now the panel is welcome to
Energizer Bunny.
Energizer Bunny is incorrect. Sorry
No,
about
they're
that.
both pink.
Ben says Trix Rabbit.
And Ben
Does Ben have a dong?
He
would
does
be 100%
now,
correct.
and it's super.
Everyone
That
now in the
is-
future,
that is
I'm
quick.
gonna let this
No
one
fucking
slide,
clue.
but please use a form of a question.
I
Separate
could
the
tell
men from the
Ben-
Vandals.
Ben has a question mark
Well,
in there. It's just it's colored white. It's weird. It's a
If you-
glitch.
If you count his name, Ben Trix Bunny? Is Ben a Trix?
Yeah, Ben Tricks Bunny. Yeah. So
All right,
you
so
could.
we'll do a 20-second timer because that looked like just about enough time to let them in.
All right.
Delane's mocking you with the Energizer there, Sewer Rug.
What? Where did you? Oh, come on.
This bunny was born in 1989. Pamela Anderson. No, wait.
No, it's
Damn it!
most likely
Why you
has
gotta give it away?
Definitely not born in 1989.
Her
Bill
boobs were.
Bunny
Her boobs
has
were.
passed-
But her boobs were most recently born in like 2021, dude.
Nah, I think she got them taken out, dude. Like,
Yeah, that they'd be dude. They were
They're
remade
gone
all
then.
over again.
you don't call someone that's dead born
Okay.
again. Time's up.
Has it been 20 seconds? I got it. Please, Eddie. Right? That sounded like him.
Ben says
right?
who was Roger Rabbit.
Who was
Oh.
Roger Rabbit is incorrect.
Oh,
That's no, he was saying for me because that's what I just did. Please, Eddie.
Okay.
That was yeah.
He can't
Who was
do
Roger
that, yeah.
Rabbit is
No,
still
he-
incorrect.
Well, but
Delane
either
says who is
way-
Jessica Rabbit.
Who was Jessica Rabbit is incorrect.
So
Oh.
I was Ben and me were on the same wavelength. You guys were playing a different game, and that's what matters. Okay.
Are you gonna
Looks like
answer
Delane
or
was still
anything?
riding that wavelength, so
Well, everyone else is on that, but me and Ben knew what was really going on,
No,
which was
no,
the impression with a different cadence. Oh,
no
we're
one,
playing a
no one
game.
else heard that. That's weird.
Did he mute me? Did he mute me? We're playing a game. Okay.
if Vando had an actual stick and was poking you, it would be less obvious than what he's doing
Are
at this point in
you
time.
fucking serious?
Ronnie says who was the Cadbury Bunny. Ben
Who was the Cadbury
says-
Bunny is incorrect.
Ben
V8
How
says
many
who was
guesses
the
do you get?
Who was the Energizer Bunny? Ben and V8 at the same time said Energizer Bunny. Who was?
Look, I just looked it up and I don't believe it. So I
Cicero
don't
The
says-
think Chat's
Energizer Bunny
getting it.
is correct.
I already
So
gave that
I'll tell you
answer.
what, because both of those got it at the same time, and it was Ben's second answer. Let's give them each a super dong on this. So,
All right, we are
breaking the
throwing
rules a
out
little bit.
super dong.
Judges, okay, they say it's all right.
Cicero says Pam Anderson Junks looks like a cow pie right over by a wagon wheel by now. Oh my god.
Unbelievable.
Steve-O said, "Who is Buster Bunny?" I'm sorry, but that question is not.
I thought the Energizer fucking bunny was way older than 80.
Nope.
I also did. That's why I thought.
I
Dude,
remember
it
when
was
it-
actually-
I remember when it came out.
I
when was a
just
kid, I
looked
saw
it
the
up and I'm like,
commercial.
no way. Fuck that.
I have a distinct memory of the Energizer. Kentucky Shine should get a point because he only has one hand, but he got it right.
He yeah.
This is
All
not
right, give
fair. I already
Kentucky a
said
point. It's
Energizer
fine.
Bunny.
He's gonna have 2 boats now. Haha, fuck
You said
bro.
Energizer Bunny for the last one, so that's
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said it preemptively.
You should have doubled down.
I know,
Like
have
I
a
do with
distinct
Pornhub. Just
memory.
always answer Energizer Bunny from
all right.
now
You ready?
on.
20 seconds on the clock.
Bring it.
Top
Energizer.
10 answers
Sorry.
are on the board.
Go.
Also,
In
Steve-O has hurt me.
1988, this was the most expensive rabbit ever.
Oh.
While you
It
guys
wasn't the
catch up, though,
Energizer because he wasn't born yet. So
I have a
Oh,
story about
Snorkel,
the
I already
Energizer
know
Bunny.
that.
I
Oh,
remember
let's hear it.
when I was like 4 or 5, that commercial came out and he was like, do, you know, and all that shit. I remember Time's Up. That when that came out, I wanted batteries. I don't know. I didn't know what they did really, but I wanted a battery. And I remember we went to CVS. It wasn't CVS back then. It was Save On, you know, in a Vons, next to a Vons. And I stole some Energizer batteries and I got my ass beat.
I did that at a Thrifties. So in 1988, this was
Yes.
the most expensive rabbit ever.
Delane says
Correct.
the Volkswagen Rabbit.
oh Lord. Well, I mean,
What is this? What are we doing?
Delane, not the answer that I'm looking for, and also incorrect.
Future questions.
This rabbit's a
V8
lot
got it.
more
She
expensive
was-
than a Volkswagen Rabbit.
She was just getting ahead of the time.
by
That's-
by a couple million, really.
V8 says, what is the Rabbit GT?
I'm going to stop this line of answering by saying it has nothing to do with the Volkswagen company
Oh, we got a
whatsoever.
correct answer.
It also
from
has nothing to do with a
Steve-O.
car.
Steve and
Energizer
Ronnie
Bunny,
at
final
the
answer.
same time said Roger Rabbit. Who was Roger Rabbit? Who is Roger Rabbit?
And Roger Rabbit was actually correct.
That
It was
would
actually
be
that was the
correct.
last one.
expensive movie made up until that point. Like, I can't remember the number. It was either 50 or 80, but it was like $80 million.
$70 million.
There you go. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
big, huge.
I
mean,
said that.
That
for
was
the
one of the
last one.
first crossover
you
animation.
did. You have done that every time so far. You have guessed the next
The,
rabbit.
the next
every
rabbit.
time.
You need to stop visiting the future.
Bugs Bunny.
But
Final
Cicero
answer.
says Roger Rabbit was big in China.
Aw, aw.
Roger Rabbit.
That sounds like an
That's it.
Anthony joke right there. I'm
That's
sorry
it.
to say, but yeah.
So
I heard when it was
point-
over, they all got up and crapped their hands.
Steve-O and Ronnie. They both like within
Yeah, we'll do
seconds.
Steve-O and Ronnie Jim. That works.
Ronnie J.
There was not much of a delay between the two of them. Ronnie just added a question mark and said was.
might just win this. I can't pronounce his rabbit, but he might just win it with that. Let's see what's going on.
All right, so you ready?
Sure.
20 seconds on the clock.
Yes.
All right.
This rabbit can be seen hanging out with a hedgehog.
Come on. It's pretty obvious.
Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob SquarePants. Final answer.
That's a squirrel.
It's Andy. That's not even a squirrel.
SpongeBob isn't a hedgehog. Zura can't do voices. Oh, where's all standing facts?
I could do voices. I could do. You want a voice? I'll do a voice.
Hey, guess what? I'm a rabbit.
Time's up.
Not for your voice, for the answering
muted
section
him.
of this. So. Did you mute him?
Yeah.
I like it when you do it to Snorkel, not so much to Sir.
He's ready.
Who's Peter
That's
Rabbit is
what I have to
incorrect.
say about that.
Who is Knuckles is also incorrect. It was so expensive they couldn't afford panties for Jessica Rabbit. I like it. I like it.
Man,
Steve-O says
Hedgehog's
who's
great.
Kareem.
I'm gonna accept it, Steve-O. I'm gonna accept that answer. The full name is Cream the Rabbit, but I would have also accepted Vanilla the Rabbit, and only because that's her mother.
Asian dub.
What are you supposed to do, or what's her
It was,
name? Sorry.
it was from Sonic the Hedgehog, if you can't tell by the anime. But
What are you supposed to do, or what is her name? It's the same thing. What was it?
Please don't
so you-
cream that rabbit. Just don't.
How are
I-
you saying
I,
it?
I
I know
picked the
you
name.
want to be a
Cream the
furry,
Rabbit.
but
Cream
You're
the
not
Rabbit.
You guys
Cream
are all
the
saying it wrong,
Rabbit.
you uncultured swine. It's creme.
creme
Creme.
the rabbit.
So who
from
gets
the-
this
Ooh
one?
la la.
Steve-O
Steve-O.
again.
Evo again.
Nice job, Steve-O.
He is
He really wants his fucking
He's
boat.
rocking and rolling.
boat ready.
I was remiss. This
And
week is
Knuckles
my
is
week
not a
before
rabbit.
vacation, and at work this week I've done kind of fuck all. I've caught up on some things I needed to, but it really wasn't a super productive week.
You
and
would
I
be
forgot
correct,
to
Elaine.
send out his nerds, but I will get those out as soon as I possibly can.
Oh, Steve.
But I know you really need them. All right, but that was the end of that. So, like I said, just 4 questions tonight, but worth some serious super dong, and I hope you guys learned a little bit about rabbits. My last segment I have set up is going to be, if I could have anything for a pet, what would I have? So, this was actually for the entire panel, so I don't want to go first on this one. I'm going to open up the floor.
I went first last week. We're not doing this again.
Antolian Shepherd.
It was fucking worth it. I'm telling you.
What did you say, Snorkel?
Well, I mean-
Antolian Shepherd.
Okay, can you
Please.
tell us a little bit about that?
It's a breed of dog from Turkey. It's about 140 to 170 pound shepherd dog. Fucking huge ass thing that looks like, look it up. It is the most just fucking
I like it better when you explain it to me.
ginormous fucking dog that looks fucking awesome as shit.
Long hair,
Are they
short
known
hair.
for anything?
Short hair, thick coat, can stand all environments. They're from Turkey. I don't know.
I mean, are they
the-
hunting dogs? Are they rescue dogs?
Shepherd dogs.
Shepherd.
They're for guarding cows, sheep, shit like that. Yeah.
And what would you
enough.
utilize this dog for? Just walks in the park, or
To be a dog.
okay? But is there some special
It's
power?
a big
to
dog
this?
to be just a dog, I would
Do
think.
you have
It would-
anything to herd or to protect?
No. My one dog that I had that I loved was 140 pounds when he passed. I don't do small dogs.
Yeah.
It
fair
needs to
enough.
be a large dog.
Yeah.
That was one thing I wanted to bring up with Surug's story is I have a little bit of I mean, obviously they're professional pet people or whatever.
Ooh, Liger,
Um,
yeah.
But
V8's
to
got
have a
the right clue.
Chihuahua and guess its age might be a little difficult
Well,
because they just don't have like you can't tell from the mass of the dog like it's. I don't think. I mean, maybe I'm just crazy.
the markings that he had with the grays and then the white and the brown
Yeah.
patches and like so the grays on
I
the
didn't get to see
belly
a
and,
picture, so
and the hands. Yeah, I don't have a picture of him. I did send Vandal a picture of my new pup to throw up at some point. It's an email. Vandal,
I'll
if
check
you
my
just-
spam folder maybe.
Don't put me in spam. It's an email. I sent it to you tonight while we were doing the show. of my
Oh, you
newest
want me to
pup.
show it?
Yeah, show Alvin. Alvin.
I like Ben's. I like Ben's choice here with the possum. He wants just a possum, which would make a fucking
I was
kick-ass
hoping we
pet.
get something more than
Yeah.
just
Dogs.
dogs and cats.
Yeah,
but-
Yeah.
I thought we were going with like fantasy stuff.
Delane's
Liger.
going with either a dragon or a fucking raccoon. So,
So this is Sewer Rog's dog.
Rog dog. This is Alvin. We still don't know what he is. I'm under the impression it's like
he's
a
a
rod-
dog.
Well, he's a rescue. I'm
Oh, I
he's a
can
the
tell
dog.
you this. Shut up, Snorkel. I can tell you that he's for sure mixed with some kind of husky or breed like that
border
because of
collie,
the eye.
right? Yeah, maybe border collie, maybe husky. I think husky, but
I also
Bot-
agree with Wintucky.
rot husky mix is what I'm thinking. He's super active, stubborn like a husky, and he's only like 11 weeks old now. He came from a litter where they named everyone after the show Jersey Shore. So we actually got Mike D or The Situation, and that's the situation right there with the one blue eye. So
You know
yeah,
what? Maybe I
that's-
don't want another dog after hearing that.
No, but we renamed him Alvin. We rehomed him and we renamed
rebranded.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
You're gonna make fun
That's
of
the
my
guy.
haircut, and he came from somewhere that had it. Like,
He was just freshly stitched. Can I tell my fantasy animal now?
yeah, hurry up.
Yes.
Yes, you may.
Totoro. He's big. He's soft. He's a good
He's
guy.
sapient. He's not an animal.
What do you mean?
Yeah, we can stretch it a little bit, Snorkel. It's not an actually, thing. Let the
Yeah,
I
you
don't know
have
his
to-
weight.
talk.
Here's the thing, so everyone's clear. It doesn't have to be a real fucking pet. It's whatever you
Yeah,
want to
yeah, this
make
was
your
just-
pet.
If
Like,
you could
you
have
could say, like-
something as a pet.
You could say like fucking Tara Reid's nipple if you want. Who the fuck cares? But it has to be
Okay,
something.
fine.
Good, yeah, I guess.
For Snorkel, I'll change my answer to something more realistic. A 3D holograph Tamagotchi, one that pops out of the screen, right? So I could watch him sleep and eat and stuff. Okay, I want that guy.
Sounds like $1 million idea, man. You need to market
Think
that.
about
shit.
it, man. I got 2 dogs. I got 6 cats. I got like 60 fish. I've had rats. When you call them pets,
You definitely look
then
like you
don't
don't
feel
have
so
rats.
bad for having rats. But I had rats. We named one Oreo Love Butter, and we named the other one Fat Rat. So the names were
A lot of
clever.
fat naming going on around here. I'm
It was the rat. We had pet rats, and we taught them tricks, and we bought dollar store popsicle sticks and glued them together and made obstacle courses for them. We hung out
Oh,
with.
how the tables have turned.
Well, I had to turn the
Delane
table.
says,
What
which
happened?
nipple on Tara Reid, the regular one or the one that's always sleepy?
the Forrest Whitaker nipple.
V8
Oh my-
says Totoro. Cicero says, oh, that I choose Optimus Prime or a Gundam. Unicorn Dog is a Canis Panther. Cicero loves his boxers. Delane says, real animal is a raccoon. Let's see. We had one, and Kentucky Shine hates small dogs except for Frenchies.
Oh my
So
God.
Snorkel went. Anthony, do you want to go or do you want me to go?
It's up to you, man.
I have a picture. I'll go ahead. So, I'm not doing this whole real stuff thing because obviously, I love dogs. I had lizards and frogs and shit like that growing up. I'm an animal kind of guy. But fucking, we even had a Komodo dragon once. I think I told you guys about it. But
I just noticed your background just now. I don't know why I wasn't seeing
because
that
we're giving
before.
away the boat. But
It's an actual picture of the boat being given
yeah,
away.
the creature I'd want to make my pet is a centaur from the Fallout game series. Because look at the fucking tongue on that.
Oh,
bitch.
dear Jesus. No.
Imagine what you could do with that.
No.
When you see it on screen, it's got 3
I
tongues.
don't need to see it on screen.
It's shaped
I
all
still haven't seen
good.
it yet, so I don't know.
You know,
Oh, that's
like,
beautiful.
Why?
yeah.
Why?
They don't talk or anything. They just roll around. They spit acid at people that bug you and shit. So imagine you have a bitchy neighbor you're watering your plants too close. This thing's and just eat you alive
Aaron
and shit.
Destroyer.
Yeah, and I need to get the Kentucky upgrade with the shoulder replacements. But other than that, I think this would be a cool pet. So
That's
that-
not a
that's-
cool pet.
that's what mine
I just
would be.
You
I
have
love
any-
the idea and the imagination with it because it's not something I would choose, but yet that's exactly what I was looking for. I wanted something kind of out of the.
Vandal, let's think about this. Do you have carpet in your house?
It doesn't matter.
You can't go in the carpeted rooms. Look
Yeah,
at him.
you
He's
can. You can
slimy.
house train him. Are you kidding me?
You can house train him, but he is slimy. Just everywhere he is slimy.
Yeah, but they don't
Tile
eat, so
floors.
they don't poop. And it's not slimy. It's a human form that's contorted from the forced evolutionary virus. There's no proof that they're slimy anywhere.
Would you talk to him?
Oh,
There's
yeah, I
no
would
proof.
talk
No
to him.
proof.
Hell yeah,
Just
I
can't
talk to
prove
him.
anything.
I have that motherfucker, and then I'm in there shaving my beard, and one of its tongues holding the shave cream, one of it's holding the razor and shit. We're bonding.
What would
you
he
know?
sound like?
We go to the park. I throw a small child at it, and it fucking attacks it, and shit.
Okay,
Like,
he
it'd be
doesn't
just like
eat.
having a pit bull.
What does he sound like?
Like, come on, that's so cute.
Just wipe the little
Like, are
spit
you
up.
hungry? Are you hungry? And name it Jimmy. Like, Jimmy, are you hungry? He'd be like, spitting acid. I'm like, oh, come on, calm
Yeah.
down.
See?
I got your
See what I
kibble.
mean? Floors
what
are
would
destroyed.
you feed it? Then what does it eat?
I don't know. I'd probably get a box of cereal or something. Start there.
Okay.
$25 a box? What kind of cereal?
I'm not getting the MAGA flakes.
Okay, fine. That's fine. Touche.
Yeah. Cicero wants to know if the carpet matches the grape. It also matches my nipple hair, if you wanted to know. V8 says
The
roll
shape.
34. V8 says sounds like he's taking a shit. I don't know. It's Ask Expert. What's that guy's number that caught you?
One more time. Don't do that. Hey, Cicero had an animal in mind. He said Optimus Prime.
I already said that.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, I just said it.
Let's talk about the time you showed your gooch to strangers.
Come on. You're gonna do an Optimus Prime.
Yeah, the
I
thing
don't-
is, like,
Anthony.
Delane and I are actually, I guess, you know, on the same page with this because I would pick Smog. Like, that would be my pet for sure. Like, that's the best, but only if it talks like it does in the movie too.
Hey,
Like,
now isn't
I want
Smog
that actor's
deceiving
voice
though?
in my ear. I'm sorry.
Isn't Smog deceiving though? Isn't there some trickery going on with Smog?
Yeah, but that fits my personality. There's some trickery
Oh.
always going on.
So you like to always be on the
You know, and it's one of those things where I want us to be friends. You know, it's
Okay.
like it's that kind of relationship where he appreciates me, I appreciate him, and
but
know,
if he was like,
appreciate the gold. As well.
Anthony, can I borrow $1?
you know,
Oh, he can have all the dollars he wants.
said
And the thing
that?
is with Smog is, there's really not a lot out there that can take him on. There's your home protection. You can just
He
take
gives
whatever
you free
want.
cock rings, right? I've never seen the movie.
Yeah. I did find out today though, because of the weight versus length ratio, that horses have about an inch for every 50 pounds. So a 200-pound man with a 4-inch penis is hung like a horse.
Get the fuck out of here. Steve-O's
I'm
kind of
happy
on
to be a
your
man.
timeline of creatures. He says he was going to say the Jabberwocky. And at first I thought about the guys breakdancing, but it's actually a dragon. And so it's chat. As you put your stuff in there, I can throw it up on screen so everyone can see how weird we are.
Can we talk a moment about Australia? Because I'm starting to get some respect for Australia, and this breakdancing thing is fucking killing me. Like, it keeps showing up everywhere. Today I saw one that was an old Mortal Kombat video game screen with like Sub-Zero on one side and her breakdancing on the other side, saying, "When you don't know how to play Mortal Kombat."
Oh yeah.
I mean, Australia, what the fuck is going on? Where did that?
They're like opening criminal investigation into like that lady. Like they're like
Really?
yeah.
Okay, good. They should.
Like-
She can never show her face in public ever again.
Well,
Like,
I think
she is
it's
ruined.
like, don't get me wrong. Like there was a lot of fails that
Did she
the
sleep her way
committee-
into the Olympics? I mean, is that what they're looking at?
Well, because she had a PhD is what the rumor is. What I know of it is that, like, so they're like, oh, this person must be an expert. But then again, you're asking a white Australian,
She had a PhD in breakdancing?
apparently. But that's what they say. Those who teach can't
College must
do.
be
No,
really
kidding.
easy in Australia.
Well, here's the thing: is like I've seen kangaroos jump and dance better than her. So I don't know.
But they were all original moves that she was so proud of. And I'm like, yeah, they are, because no one else would ever do those moves out
It's
there.
like
That
when a
was-
white person says they're taking our culture, and it's like that's nothing, baby. You're just drunk.
I'm wondering if it was all a ploy just to get people to pay attention to the Olympics. That could possibly have been
Yeah.
as well.
I'm tossing.
But
that
it was so
V8
bad, I
points
can't believe
on
they took
screen.
it out of the next games. They're like, nope, no, we're not doing that again.
V8 says
Dude.
Falcor. You know it's bad when they have like razor scooters in the Olympics, but they cut out a whole segment because you sucked really bad at it. V8 said
I think
Falcor.
that's so much good information. Why don't we just, I'm sure there's one or two of us that we could kick off of here and have better information.
Wait,
All
what?
right, later, Sewer Road.
Yeah.
What did I do? Falcor. Hey, what about the turtle? I like the sneezing turtle from that movie. And you. Well,
I've never seen
fine.
that.
Oh, come on, dude. It's a whole thing. How do you know? Why'd you have a picture of Falcor?
Because
all of a
V8
sudden?
said Falcor
Well,
would be his choice. I'm throwing it.
If you're going to have a turtle, then why not have the one from Master of Disguise?
Not turtly enough for the turtle.
Cicero says PhD from an island on the wrong side of the planet has no bearing to the rest of the world. Wow.
Surprised it's not a DHP, to be honest, but that's okay.
He collects watches. I don't even wear watches. I don't know why he would collect them often.
Yeah.
All right, well,
So-
everybody's gone on that one. The only last thing we've got is some filthy animal drawings.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and run that bumper.
Dan. You'll see my forearms are tanner than my hands because I wear gloves. So it's like a Mickey Mouse reversal. Sort of.
Delayed
That's
set
awkward.
cheap.
It's completely off
And
the
this.
subject. But I was dreaming about Voodoo Donuts and I was telling somebody about them. And I looked them up and man, they have a lot more locations now than they did before. And there's one in Vegas.
Yeah, we have like 1 or 2, I think.
There's one in Chicago.
Delane's a
If you
huge.
look at
donut
all the
person.
other storefronts of this, they're beautiful. Like they go all out. Like the one in Chicago, not so much. It's a little plain Jane compared to the rest of them. It just
in a
made
brick
me laugh when I
building,
saw
it's
it. I'm
there.
like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I've seen it. It's in
All
a brick
right.
building.
So we're doing dirty drawing, and
Oh.
but as far as it is with animals, chat, you can go ahead, type in an animal.
Oh,
we'll
wait,
do a
wait,
couple
wait,
of
wait,
them.
wait, wait,
Or-
wait,
Wait.
You had an idea?
wait. I had an
What's up,
idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
And chat's welcome to pick from these, but I thought there's so many sayings that have animals in them that maybe we could use one of the sayings as something that we would draw.
When Tucky is out, he says, "Hope everyone has a great weekend. Heal up, good bro. Can't
Yep.
wait to see you
Good to
back
see
on
you,
the
Winchuck.
gram."
Hope you feel better, man.
Rest up, Chief.
I
Try
feel
to get out
bad
of
for
the way.
whoever's gonna have to test that new shoulder on. Like,
Cutting my own paper.
I mean, you got When Pigs Fly, you've got In the Doghouse, you've got
chicken
Elephant
out.
in the Room, Bull in a China Shop, Ants in the Pants. I mean, there's all these great sayings. I mean, why not use one of these to dirty draw?
That works for me.
Yeah, so pick from the
Try
list.
to think ahead a little bit. I was actually going to do an AI thing with this. I couldn't get it to work, so I'm like,
Ben
fuck it,
says
we'll use
cock in a
this.
china shop.
What list is he reading from? I want.
I don't know, but that's the only suggestion we have so far.
Well, we got cock in a china shop. Delane says can of worms is too easy. V8 says happier than a pig in shit.
That's
Cutting
pretty good.
paper
too.
as we speak.
I don't
like
care.
I like the pig and shit one actually. It kind of fits our motif, you know.
It's up to you guys.
So let me go
Good
ahead and
shit.
get the timer ready. Sewer Rug, you go ahead and choose since we picked on you all night.
What do I
think
choose?
You can choose what we're drawing.
What are we drawing?
I thought we said pig and shit.
If that's what you want to do,
you
that's
have
what we'll do.
options.
Oh, okay. If we want options, then let me see. Busy
saying-
as a bee. Busy as a bee. I like
like-
busy as a bee.
Okay.
Chose the wrong one,
never
but okay.
drawn.
No, okay.
So you went from something we can draw to something we can't draw. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
What happened?
All right. So I'll put the timer on. Since I have an idea since Sewer Rug chose this, we're going 3 minutes. Time starts now.
3 whole minutes. Let me
Yeah.
tell you a story about me. Busy as a bee. Here we go. You ever seen that Jerry Seinfeld bee movie? I forget what it's called. But the bee movie that I saw with Jerry Seinfeld in it was hilarious. Kept hitting the glass. And he's like, this time. What's with the glass? It was
You
a whole
might win
thing.
if you draw for once.
Oh, I'm gonna draw. I just don't know the size or ratio of a bee.
You're the one that chose this.
Yeah, but I chose out of quick wit. I'm chock full of that. And I'm just figuring out what this bee would be doing. That's a beautiful idea. Yeah. It's just, working. Busy as a bee. Bees have beaks. Snorkel. Do bees have beaks? It's fine. That's fine. Here we are, focusing on our bee drawings. They're doing something good if they're really dedicated to the motif of the bee. Are they
Don't
3
use my
parts or
words.
stuff? Is that the wasps that are 3 parts? Are bees just 2 parts? It's like head and then body, tail. I hope you can tell this is a bee based on what I'm drawing here. How much time we got, Vandal?
I'm busy.
That's a inappropriate answer. So, chat, tell me a story about bees. You ever deal with them? Do you like them? Have you been stung on your tongue by a bee like I have? Used to run with my mouth open. Help cool me down in the winters. But it's just running my tongue out in summer and it just stung me right in the tongue, swelled up. It was rough. It was rough.
God, I
There
love
we
this
go.
photo.
What photo? You're making a good one?
Oh yeah, you're gonna
Okay.
hate it.
I don't hate them. I
Gonna.
like bees. I like bees. They pollinate. You know,
Time's up.
Morgan had a bunch of them.
All right.
Okay. Make Anthony come back to life. We're watching him still draw, even though he said time's up.
Anthony
Oh,
can do
did you
whatever
say
he
time's
wants.
up?
Yeah, time's up.
Oh, okay.
God damn it! Why
Okay.
isn't it working? Well, you can't read mine, but mine's sewer rug being busy as a bee shit in that guy's house. You can tell by
Don't
the
do that.
beard and the forehead. And he's got his little camera thing, and he's got a plunger in his hand.
Mine's a guy working in an office 9 to
Seriously,
5.
what the fuck was Suze's thinking? I couldn't read snorkel.
Yeah, what's Snorkels? What did you say? Say that.
Seriously, what the fuck was Seuss's thinking picking this prompt?
I drew a bee at an office and they had a floor. Don't do
I'm really
that.
proud of mine, man.
The only one that included a penis was Anthony, so my point goes to Anthony.
Well, sewer rug's face is in this. Isn't that close enough?
Don't
Sewer
throw
Rug's face was in mine as well.
Actually,
Oh,
that's
okay.
pretty good. Pretty good, Vandal.
If you
had a
made that,
busy
Vandal,
bee.
it's pretty good.
They have Delane says she picks fence nuts. V8 says I take it. No, he took it in that guy's bathroom.
One for Anthony.
Ben says
got
Anthony. I'm gonna get
Okay,
that.
So
Great
far,
tie
it's
going here.
it's 2 for Vandal right now. So
Oh,
Wait, how do I get 2? There's only 1. There's only 1 for
Yeah,
me.
how
What are you
do-
talking about?
what did he get to? Oh,
Ronnie says Anthony, so that's 2 for Anthony.
2 for Anthony.
Yeah,
Well
Delane,
done.
I'm heading to Kentucky next week. I'm really hoping to find a place with some decent donuts down there.
Oh, it's Kentucky.
Still-
I'm sure.
Still not having luck where you are.
No, none at all. And
Oh,
I asked
fuck,
my
dude.
son, I'm like, by chance, do the Koreans run the bakeries? He's like, that's actually right. I'm like, okay, good. That's a good sign then.
Yeah, you'll be able to get some really, really nice donuts in that case.
Well, Snorkel, since you were unhappy with the last one, you want to let him choose?
I will let Seuss choose again. Yes.
what? Do I get to choose?
If Snorkel chooses, then he won't have anything to complain about. So that
Oh, I'll still have something to complain about,
Oh,
like
okay,
you
fair
giving
enough.
me the power of choice. I mean,
How do you feel about
I
iguana?
just like complaining, man.
You're
Don't take his
excellent at
bread.
it. So
He knows what he's doing.
if
Oh,
there was
can
an
I-
Olympic event,
I-
but anyway,
Can I see
Be
the-
almost better than the breakdancing.
breakdancing.
Are we
Yeah.
calling it that still? Because it was.
Oh, it's broken dancing. I think that's what that
broken
was.
dancing.
Am I picking another prompt?
No.
Good.
you're not.
Someone else pick a prompt?
I say Vandal picks as the host of this show.
The pigs
That
in the
would be-
shit. I like the pig. It's happier than a pig in shit.
There we
We're
go.
gonna use that one. That
Happier
one
than a pig and
was
shit.
from V8. He said, "Be right
what
back."
are we doing? Pig
Hydration
and
time.
shit?
Yeah, pig and shit. Let me
All
go
right.
ahead and pull up the timer.
What was
Time
the
starts
phrase?
now. I'm happy as a pig and shit.
Happier than a pig in shit. Okay. When does this time start?
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Shut the. Wait, what? I couldn't.
You heard me.
What did you say? Did you say stop? I'm gonna start drawing here in a second. Chat, you tell me. When have you been happier than a piss you fit or however you say it? That's fine. I'm focused. I'm dedicated. Just a happy moment. That's all I'm really looking for, you know? Good times. Things that happen. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna check chat and see. Hydration. That's not a happy moment. Good donuts. Nope. That's not a happy moment either. Okay.
Why do we keep doing animal segments?
You like the animals, huh?
Can't draw fucking animals.
Hmm.
Yeah, it turns out I can't really either. This is looking worse and worse all the time.
Oh. Beautiful. All right, be back. Hydration time. No one's telling me any happy stories. I got happy stories. Want to hear mine? Good. Here it goes. I was once watching Crisscross from the mall that I lived across the street from. And they signed my cassette tape, and I was like, thanks, guys. That performance was not wiggity wiggity whack. It was a good time had by all. Wore my overalls backwards for that one. Really proud. The San Francisco hat on. It's just living in the moment, you know? Are we looking on time there, Vandal?
I'll tell you when it matters.
When does all right. Could be as bad as well, you never know. Got my marriage annulled 20 years ago. Close call. You win some things happen. Okay. It's calling me. It's not the time.
Time's up.
I'm just texting my kid. Okay, let's see.
Steve-O says, could it be bad as my Gartic phone drawings?
This is so fucking bad.
They were bad.
Yeah.
Oh god damn.
Okay, so the prompt was happier than a pig in shit. Look how happy this guy is. I didn't say harpy. I said happy. I crossed that out.
So there's
This
a
guy
pig
is-
in a toilet where Sewer Rug was at that guy's house shitting in it. And he said, thanks, Suey.
No, he wouldn't.
That's fucking perfect.
He wouldn't say that.
Why isn't this
I
shit
got-
working?
This guy is so happy. He's happier than a pig in
Penis
shit.
of the pig, what?
Yeah, you motherfucker.
A pig and penis of a pig and shit. Jesus.
Is that a
Happiness.
carrot?
Happiness of a pig and shit.
Is that a carrot? Here's my-
Come over here, rub it, and find out.
The mouth on Sewer Rug scares me.
What? He's just smiling, so happy, and that doesn't say harpy.
It
It
looks
says
like
happy.
something you throw beanbags at to try and knock teeth out at a carnival.
No, he's just really happy. He's happier than a pig in shit. That was the goal there. That was the
Yes.
technique.
The bigger the
Delayed
smile,
says
the bigger
Vandal
the
wins,
pig.
but Snorkel's got a cute pig. Ronnie Jim says Anthony. Anthony says
Yes.
wait, you guys get what I meant. Ben says Anthony. Steve-O likes snorkel.
I like snorkels too. I thought his was the classiest. Anthony put a carrot. In
He
his
was
take
literally
button.
chucking shit at the screen.
Classic,
How the fuck is he classy?
classically. He was doing it
Oh, look at
appropriately.
Anthony.
Why is it I only hear the word classy when I'm at a place that's not
Yeah.
classy?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Anthony
Vandal
gave me a
didn't
vote
draw.
like that dad that goes to like your recital or whatever, knows you were bad, but he still's like, you did a good job, man. Maybe you should check out like plumbing, So I don't know who won. Is there any winners here? I don't think so. I think Anthony won actually, though. He had like the most votes across the board for both.
I think we're all winners because we got to spend Friday night together.
I think that's the win. I cast my vote.
Yeah. So
I abstain.
no, we're not having sex.
That's why I abstained.
Yeah. So I don't know who won, but I do have a question before we do our closeouts and sign outs and I go poop and get dinner and stuff. What are the
Yeah.
leaderboards looking like for this boat? Who's
don't
donging
know.
it right now? Who's really donging it up?
Do you want the complete rundown or just top dog?
Top
Just
three.
top. Just top.
Top three
will
and
do
then
that.
fourth, so they know they need to try hard. No kidding.
There's only 5 on the board, so top
right.
3. is
Yeah,
like-
honorable mention, and then the bronze, silver, and gold medals as they stand at this point.
honorable mention for Ronnie Jim. He's got a dong out there. He just whipped it out tonight. I'm really proud of him. Now in tied for third place currently, we got Ben and DeLorean matching 2 points each.
All right, very nice, very nice.
Second place as of this moment in terms of Super Dong is V8 DV
V8 coming in.
with 3 dong.
I
Okay.
bet he could take 4.
And leading the scoreboard as of now for Super Dong with 4. Hold on. Steve-O.
Steve-O fit
Nice.
4 dong in there? Damn.
He's got 4 dong as we speak.
Well done, Steve-O.
Still have plenty of time. We're not giving this away until Christmas, so there's always time to get more Super Dong. But don't miss the next exciting episode of the Friday Fallout, where you never know why we might give out some Super Dong.
Yeah. And not in real life.
Hey, I'm hung like a horse. I don't know what you're talking about.
Shut the
Subpar
fuck
dong.
I'm using that for the rest of my life. I like that
Oh.
logic. I'm keeping it.
Hey, as long as it works. Steve-O says I'm on a wiener streak. And you know what? I'm giving him my dong for tonight. That's 5 for Steve-O.
Well,
you don't have any
panel
dong.
members are
I don't
more
have
than
any
welcome
dong.
to give
I
out
don't have
dong.
any dong.
But you're allowed to award dong if it is something that is,
Dong worthy.
but
Yeah.
we can also take dong away. So just always remember that.
I'll
Any
keep
panel
it fair.
member-
He's
It
in a
is
pretty
not
good
safe.
lead right now. I'll keep it fair. But yeah, so that's it. These guys are going to tell you some stuff. I'm going to type some stuff, and then we're going to go shove some stuff up our butts or something. I don't know. It's not on Discord ever.
Uh,
But friendly actually, Anthony can remind me about next week. I'm going to type
that's
stuff.
Snorkel, give us a
Chat.
closeout.
You were completely awesome. Thank you for being here. Surug?
In a world where pets are either a pest or the best, Friday Fallout supports you in all your animal endeavors. Thanks for coming out tonight. I'm Sewer Rug.
Not all of them.
I would
fuck your
agree,
dog.
except I'm not watching anybody's dog. Like, don't ask me to do that.
Yeah,
kind of
no.
I did the voice and everything. It was part of the.
It was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I always like your movie voice. Chat, thank you so much for coming out. You are the only reason that I do this, except that I could probably just talk to these 4 guys without you and it'd still be fun. But no, in all seriousness, though, we really enjoy having you guys here.
He has a voyeur
Um,
thing.
If you need any weed, check out rogueshop.com. Great stuff coming out. We've been releasing a bunch of new strains. You can get 3.5 grams for like $29. So there's some great deals out there for you if you're looking for something like that. If you need something for your pets, we have some award-winning pet tinctures. Ern could tell you, I don't see him in chat anymore, but he buys from us on a pretty regular basis. Sewer Rug has also gotten some stuff, as well as many others. If you don't believe that this stuff works, try it on your pets first, and you'll see miraculous things happen. So, give it a shot. Rogueshop.com. That's what I'm shouting out because that's where I work and that's what I love. It's the best. Anyway, so I'm taking a week's vacation because I need it. And my son is getting married next week. So I'm performing the ceremony. So tomorrow night at midnight, I'll be heading out towards Kentucky because I like to go through Chicago at 4 a.m. to avoid all of the traffic. And with it being Labor Day, it's just a smart move. So we will be off next week, but we will be back the following week with a whiz bang pop kind of show. And I promise you there will be more Super Dongs to come. So I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. But anyway, Vandal, take us on home, buddy.
Super dogs are going to come all over you guys. You guys aren't going to know what to do with it. We're gonna make a bouquet out of it. Anyways, no, chat, you're amazing. Thank you for being here. Look forward to this every week. Don't look forward to talking to people usually, but this works out perfect because guess what? You can't mute me. No, we love you guys. You're amazing. Like Anthony said, we'll be off next week. After that, I can't tell you what's gonna happen. I remember last week's show, but I do remember that I love you. You love me. And don't try to go out and fuck Barney. I don't know how the song went. Otherwise, that's it. You guys are great. You know, do stuff. Have some fun. Don't have sex with animals. Okay, that's the PSA. Here.
Don't do
No
it.
matter what
Do we
Suarug says.
Leave the
Don't
story
do
You
it.
have to
search
say
on.
that.
Right.
That's an
Suarug,
obvious.
say something if you don't want to have sex with animals.
So he does.
He does.
I mean, that's the way I'm reading it. But
I
anyway,
really don't.
Yeah.
You didn't say anything.
Join
I
us in
didn't.
2
Feel like I was
weeks
muted.
for more sounds from Suarug that we were going to call stuff. Good night, everybody.
They're good sounds.